Okay, slowly removing them all. You can see. Okay, I've collected my food bricks. After doing the survey of all my preps, I have noticed that the majority of my losses are from rats eating un-mylar'd flour, or anything that's not un-mylar'd. Basically, a rat would make a test hole if it smelled food, which it easily would if unless it was mylar sealed. It would then ravage the component, the compartment. But if it made a test hole and couldn't smell anything because it was mylar'd, then it would go move on to the next brick. Essentially, my recoveries of food destruction was the ones that were not opened, everything was safe. The ones that were partly tested, 90% safe. Some of them were badly damaged, 50% loss, and some were completely destroyed. Of these, I had 24 initial rice bricks, 14 made it unscathed, 1 was completely destroyed. 18 beans and lentil bricks, 15 made it unscathed, and 3 were lightly damaged, but nothing completely destroyed. Flour was a different story. Flour, I had 9 bricks initially, but only 2 made it unscathed and 6 were completely destroyed. These 6 had loose flour in them. Those were mylar'd. Then I had 19 other, and basically 10 of them were unscathed, 6 were probed, 3 were chewed up a little bit. These were things like oats, barley, things like that, the desiccant packs. Basically anything that wasn't rice, flour, or beans made it through here. But the vast majority of the destruction was loose flour. So what I'm going to do is I designed something and helped. I used AI to help design it. Basically, I'm going to stack my food bricks like this in this pattern. I'm going to have a 4x4 or ABS 6-inch pipe in the core. And then I'll have a 24x24 top and bottom plate with some 2x4s on the perimeter and possibly some beams that go up. This will be to put hardware cloth around, and then my food bricks will be inside. That should solve my primary failure mode. Also, I could actually fit jerry cans in there too. I could stick 4 jerry cans in one of these, and I can also stack these on top of each other if I felt like it. But I will first make one prototype, and now I will go to Home Depot. Okay, I'm thinking of going for the 15-30 seconds plywood here. The other ones seem very expensive for what you get. It's also really thin. For reference, premium white wood is $328 and cheap 2x4s are $318. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna start building my 2x2 platforms, and I will have these in a ring, so it's like a 3x3 in these modules, these 2x1 food brick modules. So so it'll be like a food brick, food brick, food brick, food brick, and a hollow core in the middle, which may or may not have a ABS tube in the middle, or it might have a 4x4 in the middle. Still debating. Okay, so after cutting this wood, I'm now ready for the next stage. Next, I'm gonna cut myself some 2x4s to make a perimeter around that thing. Cut this complete. Waiting for the blade to stop. Let's check it. Does it actually fit? Yes. I'll make 2 of these and the 2 slightly longer ones, and then I'll put them around, and that'll be the basis for the struts that go up, as well as something for the future hardware cloth to grip onto to protect it from rats. There's that one. Now I actually need more wood because a 2x4 is not actually long enough to do this without additional length added on to the corner. So I will need to get more wood. I also may need to get one of these special extra thin studs to build a brace in the middle, because I'm going to put load in the middle, and I want a 4x4. This is the bottom. I'm going to put a 4x4 that goes down or / straight up to the next floor, And then I'll put some 2x4s on the corners to create a structure to also provide load support. So almost all my water bricks are bit through, even though they looked full, but they actually are slimed up and ruined, biofilm and everything. So these are effectively ruined. That's why this next gen setup will have a hardware cloth around a wood structure to protect them. So this is the rough configuration of the new setup. I just barely fit inside this, and then I can have the hardware cloth grip onto the outer 2x4s, and there's a central beam that go up the middle. That could either be a ABS pipe or a solid 4x4 for heavyweight. I haven't decided what I'll do yet on that one. Okay, next load. Let's get this next load. I have to do many rounds because I can only fit 2 2x4s at a time. Let's put it in there. Next load. 2 2x4s. Ready for the next part of the structure. Okay, so now I've got more materials and I'm ready to the next stage. Okay, bottom reinforcement. Yeah, bottom reinforcement. Okay, now I'm kind of reinforcing it here. That center point is where I'm going to put the heavy weight. So I want it reinforced. To get an idea of how tall this is, it looks like this. And it looks pretty clear to me that this will easily fit a 4-high stack of those food bricks, as well as a 4 or 5 gallon tanks. Okay, this is my initial prototype. It's made with redwood and standard 2x4s. I may paint it or something, but that one is not as fresh and as beautiful as the fresh 4x4s I have there, but nevertheless I might still use it. Okay, I marked the center. That's nominally where the crosses occur, and I noticed that it's kind of offset from where those screws are, but it should be fine. All right, I now partly fed some really long screws down through there. Not sure if this carpentry is the best in the world, but there we go. Okay, I put one screw down there. Is this the best carpentry in the world? I don't know. At least it's roughly measured as in the middle by my ruler. Okay, I got it in there. This will provide some serious support. It's got some studs under it, connecting it up, blocking it. This might be able to support really heavy loads. Now it's time to start reinforcing the various beams down here. Going into the 4x4 base. Hopefully I'll make it strong enough. Yeah. Now I have to build the top. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Okay, the first screw is in, holding the top of the box on. And now I should probably stash up the food bricks to make sure it fits. Okay, so there's way more than enough space for the food bricks to fit. I could have easily made this shorter. I made this 30. I could have easily made it several inches shorter, and I might still shorten it. Now, one of the benefits of having this be so tall, this is like basically 30 inches, is that there's plenty of space here. So it might actually be a benefit to have it so tall. Possibly I could put a fire extinguisher ball here, especially for the Wavians, and then have it still be interchangeable between 4-high food bricks and Wavians. Okay. I found a way to build it, so I'm going to do it this way. Okay, that's the wood I got, 1997. I cut that in half, and then I got some of these 2 of those. So that was actually cheaper after I cut it. Okay, one more. Okay, there's that. Okay, this is the Mark I prototype here. I put in little blocks of wood underneath here, also at the corners, to reinforce it, and put down the screws there as well, so it can function as a table too. Okay, here's the end product here. It's the beginning of the stash. It's got a table surface, and there you have it. I put this tarp under it. Got 2 layers of bricks here and 4 layers of bricks down there. I'm going to build a second one and put a bunch of other bricks in it. And there we go. I put a tarp over it, so if you walk by, you don't see it.